Hello and welcome to Happy Horror Time. My name is Tim Murdoch.
And my name is Matt Emmerd, and this is actually a mirage because Jacob and I are on vacation this week. So anyway, we are filming this news commentary a little early, so if some of the stories you're hearing about are a little out of date, it's because we're on vacation this week, but we did want to get a news commentary out to you this week. So let's start, Tim. You ready?
I am ready!
Okay, first piece of news. Silent Night, Deadly Night, the reboot, has gotten a release date, and it's going to be unrated, Tim. But here's the coolest part.
Like Terrifier unrated?
Yes, it's having a wide release. That's what they say, a wide theatrical release on December 12th of this year, and it's going to be released unrated, which I think is so cool.
That's great, and I think it's going to make a lot of money, because what did the other one make? Like 11 million, like an opening weekend?
Oh, you mean the 1984
no,
one?
No, the 1984 one I don't think made that much money.
Yeah, this is what I think is a cool trend that's going on with horror, is that unrated and indie movies are more and more getting theatrical releases. Now, like even this year, Hell House LLC Lineage is coming out for a week. What I'm hoping, though, is that if this is unrated, they say it's a wide theatrical release. I'm hoping it's not one of those, like, it's out for 1 week and then gone. Like,
no,
you know?
No. I hate when movies, like, they're like, oh, we're opening in movie theaters for 2 nights.
Yeah. Oh, it's Fathom events for 3 days.
I think this title has a lot of notoriety from the past, so I think it will stay for a good month.
It's got to stay through Christmas at least, right? Now, the director, who is Mike P. Nelson, by the way, I wasn't familiar with that name just hearing it, and then I looked him up, and he directed the Wrong Turn reboot in 2021. And
that was really good with Matthew Modine.
Yeah, we really liked that reboot. I think we reviewed it years ago.
Years ago.
But what this makes me think is that the director knows how to do reboots. So I feel good that it's in his hands. Another thing is, we reported on this a while ago, but casting for this, they cast Rohan Campbell as Rohan.
Hollywood Halloween hottie.
Yes, Rohan Campbell as Billy. You will remember him from Halloween Ends as Corey Cunningham, the very divisive figure from that movie, which half of the people that saw that movie loved it. Half of the people are like, who the fuck is this?
And he was just recently in The Monkey.
He was in The Monkey, yes. And they also cast Ruby Modine from Happy Death Day and Happy Death Day to You as Pamela. Now, I had forgotten, Tim, but I looked up. Pamela in the original is the girl that works with him who gets sexually assaulted, and then Billy goes crazy and kills her too. That was Pamela.
I remember. Yes.
So are they going to keep that the same, you think?
I hope so.
Oh, you mean like he goes crazy? The thing is was there any other... Oh, Mother Teresa's the other main character, right?
Yes. I love the original,
of course,
Silent Night, Deadly Night, even though it's so sleazy. It kind of reminds me of Friday 13 Part 5, A New Beginning. That's right. It all comes back to Friday 13.
Wait, you see my shirt? Camp Crystal Lake, counselor.
No, but Camp Crystal Lake is not mentioned in Part 5.
Oh, got it. Okay, you're right. It's Pinehurst.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I know my Friday the 13th stuff. Okay, one question for you. If you could cast Mother Superior, who would you cast in her role?
Melissa Rivers.
I'm going with Jean Smart.
Oh, that'd be really good.
I know. I mean, she is older, but she looks way better than Mother Superior. But put like what's it called? The Habit?
I think Jean Smart can play every role.
Is Jean Smart going to do Silent Night, Deadly Night? No. But who else could play?
Stranger Things have happened.
Stranger Things?
Stranger Things.
Winona Ryder, Mother Superior.
You know what? The thing about horror today, which is not part of yesteryear, is that back in the 80s, they associated horror with like porn.
Yeah, and it was like a no-no for your career.
Right. So today it's very well accepted. I mean, like I think Scream was the changing point. We're like, look, we took these 5 actors from, Friends, Party of 5, and they're in this big movie.
Yeah, and it's making the money. That's the thing.
Right. Another thing is that we should talk about is the money. Like, you know how hard it is to get people into movie theaters? So that's why Terrifier, they're like, sure, 2 hours, sure, we're gonna be unrated.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. And also just the buzz alone that it's unrated is enough to get people in the theater. I mean, I think this is going to make a lot of money. I just have a feeling people have been waiting for this. It's coming out during the holidays when people love holiday horror. Let us know if you're watching this. Who would you cast as Mother Superior in the new Silent Night, Deadly Night? Because that's one name they haven't discussed in terms of casting.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh my God.
But, I mean, that would be a nice little reunion.
Oh, with Rohan Campbell?
Yeah.
I didn't even think think about Jamie Lee Curtis. Of course. How could I forget? I guess I just don't ever see her as that old, even though she is getting up there, but...
I'm sure she'd love to hear you say that.
Thank you. Okay. So another piece of news is that a sequel to the movie Stream has been officially greenlit. Now, if you remember, the movie Stream came out last year, and it didn't get a theatrical release. It was straight to streaming.
I'm sure it played on 1 or 2 screens.
Maybe, yeah. Now, but it had like an all-star cast. It had Danielle Harris, Tony Todd, Jeffrey Combs, Dee Wallace, Tim Curry, Bill Moseley, and even Screamboat's Allison Patel, who we had the pleasure of interviewing a few episodes ago. And apparently they're doing a sequel. Fuzz on the Lens Productions announced it at the Days of the Dead horror convention. And director Michael Levy explained that, this was his quote, "The new film will build on the first one's all-too-real technology-driven storyline while still maintaining the feel of a classic slasher." So what are your thoughts, Tim? Did you like Stream? I forget.
You know, I could take her leave Stream, but I was totally entertained. I liked seeing, and also Felissa Rose. Did she get killed in it?
Oh, I think she was in it for like just a second.
I know,
You're
so
right.
maybe she'll be in the sequel. But no,
Even though she's dead?
Even though she's dead. You never know. Anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
But no, I remember the movie goes on, and it doesn't really quite make much sense. But I think that's what I liked about it. It's a long movie. I just remember it being super long.
It was like 2 hours long. David Howard Thornton, who played Player 2 in this movie, was announced that he will be reprising his role as Player 2 in the sequel. Now, I thought I remembered that he got killed, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh my gosh! If I remember correctly, it was just the sister and the brother, the last people standing, right?
They were, and I thought all the killers were killed. Maybe they weren't. Anyway, what David Howard Thornton said about Stream 2 is that it is going to take the next step forward, like we did from Terrifier 1 to 2, but this time we will skip right to 3. I guess what he's trying to say is that it's going to be on the level of gore and craziness as Terrifier 3. Which is what Fuzz on the Lens is known for. They did Screamboat, they did the Terrifier movies. They know how to do practical effects and gore. So
I will see it once,
but
hopefully I enjoy it.
Will it get a theatrical release?
I don't know if the first one didn't. I don't know why the second one, but maybe that built up a
That's what
following.
I was gonna say. If let's say Silent Night, Deadly Night does really well, Terrifier 4 comes out next year. I'm wondering if Terrifier 4 comes out before this, maybe it will. Who knows? And my other question.
Did you know that Damien Leone is going to direct Silence of the Lambs Part 2?
No, he's not.
Yeah.
What? You're kidding. I'm like, wait. I was like, first off.
Just kidding.
I was like, first off, there was a Silence of the Lambs Part 2. It was called Hannibal.
Well, it wasn't really?
Yeah, with
I actually
Julianne
did
Moore.
see that.
Julianne Moore.
Yeah.
I remember being so upset that Jodie Foster wasn't in the role anymore.
She was busy.
She had won an Academy Award for playing Clarice.
She's probably, that's a very smart move. It's like Robert Zemeckis not giving the rights to Back to the Future to Universal. Like I'm sure they want to make another Back to the Future, but Robert Zemeckis is like, not while I'm still alive.
Oh, Robert, come on. Anyway, my only other question about Stream 2 is, will the teenage daughter and son who survived the first one be in this? I have a feeling they will, just to connect them, but their parents are dead. Remember?
That's depressing. And the teenage girl's kind of responsible. That was my big takeaway. She was like, oh, you got your dad killed.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, okay, so another piece of news is that a new A24 Halloween horror action thriller called October is in development. Now, look, me loving everything that takes place around Halloween. When I saw this announcement, I was like, oh my God, a new Halloween horror movie. It's not quite what you would think, though, because it's being described as a fugitive thriller that's set during Halloween. So I'm thinking it's going to be like someone breaks out of jail and terrorizes people. Wait, I guess that's kind of the plot of Halloween. Wait, he breaks out of a insane asylum. But again, they say fugitive, and that makes me think it's more action.
And he was just wearing, a white gown in the rain.
Oh, yeah, and he had killed his sister 15 years ago. And he's going back to this small Haddonfield town to get his other sister. Questionable. No, so it is going to be directed by Jeremy Saulnier, who did the 2015 movie Green Room. Now, did we see that?
I saw it, but I didn't see it with you. But when I went to see it with my friend, we were the only people in the theater.
It's about a punk rock band who witnesses like a neo-Nazi group commit a murder and then has to fight them.
It's bleak.
It's
remember I was sad.
It stars Anton Yelchin and I think Patrick Stewart, like
Yes,
Star Trek.
Patrick Stewart was in it. And there was a really pretty blonde. I do not remember her name.
Her name is really Pretty Blonde.
Pretty Blonde. She was great in it.
Yeah, I loved Pretty Blonde. So they didn't say any details about whether this is coming out this October or next. I'm thinking if they haven't even started filming it, it is not going to be on the theatrical release
for the fast track.
Yeah, but again, at least that's something to look forward to next October. Literally, the movie's called October, and my hope for this movie is that it has major Halloween vibes, as in decorations, like the fall leaves, pumpkins, everything. I want all Halloween settings.
Right. It's like that Charlize Theron, Keanu Reeves movie called Sweet November. But had nothing to do about a turkey.
Wait, did it have Halloween vibes?
No, but it was turkey vibes because it was called November.
You and Silence of the Lambs Part 2 today. You were on a roll. Okay.
I'm a liar.
Speaking of movies coming out that will probably be disappointing, we just found out that filming is officially underway for a new M. Night Shyamalan film called Remain.
Oh.
Now, good old M. Night Shyamalan, you gotta hand it to him because hit or miss, he keeps on going. And he definitely has had some great hits, and he has 100% had some misses. And his last one, Trap, was a miss. Remember that?
I mean, I liked it, but for all the wrong reasons.
Oh, God. Okay, so he posted about this on social media. It's filming in Rhode Island, but here's something I found interesting. Jake Gyllenhaal is starring in it.
I like that.
That is a big actor for an M. Night. Actually, no, that's not true. M. Night Shyamalan's had a lot of big actors.
Bryce Dallas Howard.
True. Okay, so, but here's where it loses me. I read the synopsis. Apparently, it is being billed as a supernatural romance thriller. Now, already I'm like, It is based on a Nicholas Sparks novel.
Oh, no.
But here's the thing about the novel. The novel hasn't even come out yet. The novel releases this October. So if they don't know if the novel is going to be popular with fans, they're already filming a movie.
Right, and
based
isn't
on
the
it?
big thing about Shyamalan is that there likes to be like a twist. I don't know if Nicholas Sparks has a lot of twists.
All I know is that this is the synopsis of the book, because they haven't heard anything about the movie, but it is based on a book. Apparently a guy, played by Jake Gyllenhaal, lost his sister. His sister died, who had some ability to see spirits that are still tethered to the living world. And Jake Gyllenhaal has this ability too, and he goes to a B&B and he meets a beautiful woman who I assume is dead and has to like unearth secrets about her past and free her from her fate before time runs out. Now, I don't know, that doesn't sound that appealing to me, because I feel like, is he gonna fall in love with a dead girl and that's the whole point?
You know, I was sitting here and I heard you.
And were you like...
I was like, where am I?
It just doesn't, I know, it doesn't sound that appealing. Look, maybe they're trying to do the cross-genre thing to appeal to rom-com people, but I don't know if this is going to appeal to horror people.
No, I mean, nothing's grabbing me. But you know what? I like Jake Gyllenhaal and I like the director, so
look,
I'll show up.
I will always give an M. Night Shyamalan film a chance because he has had so many good ones. So I will always give him a chance. And I do like Jake Gyllenhaal.
What about his daughter with The Watcher?
Oh, wow. Wait. Was she in The Watcher?
No, she
was
directed
in Trap.
it.
Oh, she directed The Watcher.
Yeah.
The Watcher or Watchers? Watchers.
Not The Watcher starring Corey Haim. Do you remember that?
No, I remember The Watcher starring the girl from It Follows.
Oh, and there's another movie called Watchers with James Spader?
And then there's a
Keanu
show on
Reeves?
Bravo called Watch What Happens Live.
Yes.
And then
Andy Cohen.
And then you're wearing a watch. Okay, enough. Anyway, this film is due out. This is such a great release date for a movie that may be disappointed. October 23rd, 2026. So apparently it's going to be at the same time as the new movie October. But again, so much could change from now until then. This is just the very first report that this movie is being filmed. And I guess you can grab the novel this October if you're interested in a supernatural romance thriller.
Get the novel and sit by the beach and read it.
Exactly. By the beach, yeah. Okay, so another piece of news is that a trailer for a new Shudder exclusive movie called Push just dropped. And I've got to say, this is definitely something I haven't seen before. It is pitting a pregnant woman against a home invader. Now, let's talk about Shudder for a bit, because Shudder has had some good exclusives.
Yes. Sometimes, I mean, like
Sometimes they're not so
anything
good.
and everything, there's hit or miss.
Yes. So this is going to be now. If you are a horror lover and you don't have Shudder, it is definitely. And we don't work for Shudder, but it's definitely a streaming
sometimes
service.
have it and sometimes I don't.
Oh, we've always had it. There's great stuff on Shudder, but this is the thing. We watched the trailer. And, this woman, she's lost her husband. She's 8 months pregnant. And this creepy guy, like, invades her home after an open house. But then during the invasion, she goes into labor.
You gathered a lot more than I did from watching the trailer. I thought, well, this is what I thought. I thought she was buying the house.
Oh.
So then I didn't even know he was a home invader. I didn't even know it was a home invasion movie.
No, yes, it's definitely a home invasion movie. Now, I watched the trailer, but I also read the article about it.
Okay.
That's
I didn't
what
read
gave
the
it
article,
away.
but just if you just watch the trailer, it's like a lot of things going on, and I'm glad that. Well, you kind of ruined it for me. It's a home invader.
Well, yeah, but you knew she was pregnant, right?
Yeah. Because her water broke in the trailer.
Yes, exactly. Now, the first thing this reminded me of watching this trailer is remember that scene at the end of A Quiet Place when she's giving birth while the creature is hunting her? Right. I just thought that was such a well done scene because she has to like hold in her scream. She's giving birth in a bathtub and a creature who can hear sounds is walking around. Now, obviously, this doesn't have creatures in it, but I have never seen a woman giving birth still trying to fight someone. So that's going to be interesting. And it is by the directors who did the 2021 film The Boy Behind the Door. Now, we saw that movie and liked it.
But wasn't there two boys behind the door?
There was, but yeah.
It's confusing.
What a confusing title.
It should have been called The Boys Behind the Door.
I think it was one at a time, though. So it was a boy behind the door and then a later boy behind the door.
Right, because I remember there was two boys.
But yes. So the directors who are doing this, David Charbonnier and Justin Powell, they did that film. Again, when you look back and see that the directors have done a film that we liked, that makes me more interested in this film. And this one's coming soon. This comes out next month on July 11th. And again, Shudder's got some good originals. And so if you haven't given it a chance, you can see Push. Now, I'm just worried that Push is going to refer to her literally giving birth as the guy's running after her.
Do you know how many movies have the title Push? A lot.
Tell me.
I don't have a number offhand.
Okay, 17.
Right, could be. But if you look at IMDb, there's a lot.
No, you're totally right. I know because and I bet if we typed it into IMDb right now, it would be like push, 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 push. Okay, one last piece of news now that we're on the Shudder original track, and it's not that this is big news, it's just more like this just released. A new limited series on Shudder called Hell Motel just released last week, actually, and it is by the people who did the series Slasher. Remember Slasher?
Yes, and it has nothing to do with Hell Motel, the old 80s horror film?
You mean Hotel Hell?
Or is it called Motel Hell?
Motel Hell, yes.
That's right.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah.
Did you watch, because I watched every season of Slasher on Shudder, 1, 2, and 3.
I don't know.
Okay, so
I know that I'm familiar with it, but I don't think I was that dedicated.
If you like slasher movies, it's literally a TV series where like every episode the slasher's going after someone. I really liked it. So hearing that it's from the people who did Slasher, I'm excited. I watched the trailer for this. Now, again, this is already out. The first 2 episodes are out. Third one's coming this week, and then 1 episode a week, and it's 8 episodes long. The synopsis reads, when a group of 10 true crime fans are invited to the opening of the newly renovated Cold River Motel, the site of an unsolved satanic mass murder, it becomes clear that they won't all check out.
Stars Eric McCormack.
Yes, Will from Will and Grace himself is in this movie, and I only saw the trailer, but he looked like he could be playing a gay character. He looked a little gay.
I like that, because I didn't think he was really gay on Will and Grace.
Yeah, well, well, I mean, he's straight in real life, but like, so he's in this. A lot of stars from the Slasher series are in it. I recognize their faces. And again, haven't watched an episode yet. Interested to watch it. It's called Hell Motel, and it is on Slasher right now. It's on Shudder.
I knew what you meant. It's on Slasher.
I mean, Slasher would be a good name for a.
Let's start it.
Okay, we're gonna start Slasher.
I think there is one actually.
Probably, yeah. Hey, have you heard of Grindr?
No, I've heard of it. I've never been on it.
Tim is right. Every time I try to say, yes, you have, he actually,
I'm too lazy to download that app.
It's so funny. Bumble. You'll do Bumble, Tinder, Hinge, all that, but not Grindr.
Not Grindr.
How about Scruff?
No.
How about there's like the new one, Sniffies or whatever?
Hell no.
Okay, that is the news. We will be back and a little more current with news next week when we are back from vacation. So thank you all for watching, and give us your comments on Shudder, on this trailer, on anything you want to comment on Silent Night, Deadly Night, Reboot, everything. Thank you, everyone.